guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be my what's in my hospital bag video. I tried to film this a couple of days ago and it turned out terribly, so I'm trying again. Hopefully this one turns out a bit better. I was just all rambly and disorganised in the last one, so I thought I'd try and do a little bit better considering this is a video technically about organisation, so hopefully this time I can do it in a bit more of an organised fashion. So I'm going to get straight into it, otherwise I'm going to ramble on for about 3 hours. So basically my hospital, I'll be delivering my baby in a public hospital in WA, Australia. Basically that means I will be in a shared ward. I'll obviously give birth in like a private room, and then I'll be moved into a shared ward with up to, I think, 6 women, I think it will sleep. Last time I was really lucky, I'm going back to the same hospital. Last time I was really lucky where I got to spend the first like 6 hours or so in my own room before I was moved into a ward with just 2 other ladies. There's no space for your husband or partner to stay in the hospital with you. We only live about 10-15 minutes away from the hospital, so again, if there is anything that I need that I've forgotten, I can just send him on home because he'll be coming home every night anyway. I'm hoping to stay overnight for 1 night at the hospital. I could do 2, I suppose, but at this point, if everything goes according to plan, it will just be the 1 night that I want to stay in there. And this is my second baby, so obviously I've had experience packing a hospital bag before. I actually did pretty well last time. I didn't really overpack or underpack. There were things that I didn't use, but I feel like I didn't pack an excessive amount, so I wasn't all embarrassed when I sort of lugged in a huge suitcase or anything like that. I actually used to have a blog back in the day when I was pregnant with Taylor, and I did a post then about what was in my hospital bag with her. So if I can find the post, I'll link it in the bottom bar below, so you can have a look at what I packed the first time. It's going to be pretty similar to what I'm packing now, except the baby stuff is obviously for a girl rather than a boy. So I'm going to just jump into it now. So I packed 2 bags. One is for me and one is for the baby. With my bag, it's just a overnight bag. This one, which is the same bag I used for Taylor. And then for the baby, I've just basically packed the bag that I'm going to be using as a nappy bag, and then just added in a couple extra things like the clothes that he'll be wearing on the way home and whatnot. So this is a nappy bag that I've got, and I'll show you what's inside. So starting with my stuff, so what I did this time is divide the things in my bag into things I need for labour and then things I need for the actual hospital stay, just to make it a little bit more organised and a bit easier to manage. If I'm in labour, I want something in my bag, I can sort of just say to Joe, it's in this section of the bag. So I've put things into the charity bags that you can get at the shops if you spend, whatever amount and you pay an extra $1, you get a charity bag. This one was from Cotton On Body, I think, and it just has a little fox on it. And they do have these straps, so I mean, if you wanted to use it just as a regular tote, you could use it for that. Actually, no, that one's the one for my actual hospital stay, so I'll do that one second. This is the one for the labour, this one actually came with a magazine, I think. It's just like a canvas Beckham Bridge tote bag. There's not much in this one because I didn't really find that I used a lot during labour last time. Not that I didn't bring anything for labour really either. So yeah, what I've got in here is basically the same as what I used last time. I've got a flannel which I used. I just had Joe wet it during the labour, and I just had it over my forehead the whole time basically, because I went to labour. I was labouring through the night basically, so I had this was just over my eyes because the lights were bothering me for some reason. Like I'm not usually someone sensitive to light, but during labour I just wanted it to be dark and quiet and cold and cool. So I just had that across my face for most of the labour. Same sort of thing. I just have a spray bottle of water just to cool me down while I'm in labour. I got this as a sample in a Lust Habit box back when I used to get those. I wouldn't actually go out and buy one of these. You can just use a spray bottle, or just the flannel would be fine, but I thought since I had it I would just pack it. These are really expensive for what they are, I think. This little pouch, I've just got a little pouch here which has, actually this was from Cotton On as well. It's really cute. I really like the colours. The coral with the beige I think looks really nice. And I usually use it as like a coin purse or something like that, but in my handbag, but I've just used it for my labour bag just to have my lip balm, because your lips get dry. My lips get dry regardless of if I'm in labour or not. I always have dry lips. I have just a couple of headbands, just a couple there, and then some hair lacquers as well to tie my hair up in case I have not got it up when I arrive at the hospital, because I do not like my hair in my face when I am giving birth. just that. And then I just got a couple of things for Joe. With my last labour, I spent a lot of time in the shower. And I did pack these for Joe last time. We didn't use them, but I thought I would put them in there anyway because if we didn't have them, it would be really annoying. So I spent a lot of time in the shower. Bought Joe a pair of bathers so that he can come in the shower with me if he needs to, if I need him to. Just a pair of board shorts because I'm pretty sure the midwives wouldn't appreciate him being naked in the shower if they had to come in as well. Like I said, he didn't get in with me last time because I didn't want to be touched at all. He just sort of sat in the corner of the bathroom and like just spoke to me and talked to me and whatnot throughout the shower portion of my labour. But I thought if I do want him in there for whatever reason, then he needs to have some clothes. And then just because of that, a spare t-shirt and some spare underwear. That's all I brought for the actual labour portion of my hospital stay. For the actual stay on the ward, I've got a pair of slippers, which I don't really use, but they came in a pack of pajamas that Joe got me for Mother's Day this year. Or Taylor got me for Mother's Day this year, I suppose. So I thought I'd just bring them along just in case my feet are cold in the ward. Last time I went to the hospital, I found it was winter as well. It was only, you know, it was this time last year, this time 3 years ago. I packed all winter clothes or winter pajamas and loungewear and kind of thing. And I was so hot at night time. During the day I was fine, but at night time I was so hot and dehydrated and whatnot. So I've packed a singlet to wear at night while I'm sleeping or not sleeping, as it probably happened. Just a blue, really stretchy tank top, and then these can come down quite easily so I can breastfeed. And then I bought a pair of shorts as well because I don't like my legs to be hot. And these were I just got a really cheap pair from Best and Less because I imagine they're probably going to they might get stained on. They're stretchy, they're big and loose, and I'm sure that'll do the trick. And then for during the day, I do have more wintry clothes. I grabbed, woo, sorry if you can hear, Joe's doing some leaf blowing outside, so hopefully you can't hear that, but if you can, that's what that is. I've grabbed a long sleeve t-shirt. These were all from Cotton On Body, with buttons down the front so that I can nurse. It's just big and loose and flowy, which will be comfortable hopefully in the hospital. And then I got one, it's slightly different, that same sort of thing, long sleeved, blue, buttons down the front so I can get my boobs out whenever I need to. And then I got a pair of leggings which are stretchy and comfortable and a larger size than I usually have so that I can, like I say, be comfortable. So that was for the actual, that was that bag. I have a separate little bag for my underwear. This is a little Mickey Mouse bag I've had since I was about 7 years old, and I always use it for underwear whenever I am packing. So don't laugh at me, but that's why I have it. I have a pair of socks because in case my feet get cold. Surprise, surprise. I probably won't use them though because I hate my feet being hot. I went and got a cheap pair of black underwear from Kmart, I think they were like $5 for a pack of 3, so I've just grabbed some of those. And then nursing bras, I bought a couple. I probably bought more nursing bras than I need, but I don't know what's going to be comfortable when I'm actually there. And I found the ones that I packed last time were so uncomfortable, so I've bought options this time basically. This is the most structured one. I got this from Bonds the other day. Just looks like that traditional one where the clip comes down. And it does have, it's wire free, but it does have a little bit of padding in it, so it's got a little bit more structure than the other ones I've packed. And I got black because I wear a lot of black, so that would work okay. This one I had from when I was pregnant with Taylor. My mum actually bought me this after she saw my struggle with the nursing bras that I had brought with me. It's just a skin coloured or nude sleep bra, and it's made of like stocking material. It's probably not stocking material, but it feels like it, and it's really, really stretchy. So that's nice to sleep in. It's really comfortable. And then I grabbed this one from Big W as well, another sleep bra, which is black. This one is so, so, so soft, and I feel like this one might be the most comfy out of all of them. But we shall see once we get to that point. So that's it for underwear. My going home outfit I've just got separately in the bag at the bottom because this will be the last thing obviously that I use when I'm at the hospital. All I've got is a pair of plain black leggings, just a cheap pair that I don't mind if they get ruined. And then just a black and grey Henley top with, again, buttons down the front. This is a maternity top from, I think it's from Kmart. It's long enough to cover my bum. I might end up throwing in, depending on how cool the weather is by the time I give birth, I might end up throwing in another jacket to go over the top with that, because although it's winter now, it's not very cold, so I might not need a jacket. We'll see how we go. I've also got a pack of maternity pads. They're open because I took 2 of them out to put in the nappy bag. So I do have a full pack, and I've got another couple packs here at home for when I get home. I've just got a little baggie of breast pads, which I didn't need to use these in the hospital last time, but I thought I'd grab them just in case I was leaking, because you know, want to see that. And then just a packet of tissues, because who knows, I might need to blow my nose. I've also grabbed just a plastic bag to put any dirty clothes in, so I can just have them separate from anything else that's clean, so I can bring them home and wash them when I get home. I found that handy last time. And I've just got a package of Sour Patch Kids, because I had a spare pack. One of the ladies I work with got me like 5 packs as a going away gift from work, because I do like them. So anything left from my bag is my Toiletries, which I got this bag from Target a couple of days ago. I don't know, Bath House apparently is the brand. It was $5, it was on sale, so if you're in the market for one of these, I'd go now and grab one, they're on sale. And it's just one of these that has the 2 sides, opens all the way, and then there's a plastic section for each side, plastic section on each side, so you can keep it a bit more organised. So basically all I have is a deodorant, which is the regular one that I use, disposable razor, again, what I usually use, travel size shampoo and conditioner. These are the Herbal Essences None of Your Business line. I really like these ones, and my husband gets these for free at work all the time, so they were easy to come by. I also purchased a few of these travel size bottles that you can reuse to put in my face wash and my body wash. My face wash is a Bioderma one. I'm not sure what the actual name of it is, but I'll put it in the link below. And body wash is just like a vanilla foaming one. Last time when I was pregnant with Taylor, I took with me an exfoliating body wash, which really I loved, like obviously day to day, but after the birth and everything, it felt really, really harsh on my skin. So I'm just bringing a cream one this time, so that I don't have that same problem. Just a packet of face wipes, just have any makeup that I have. That's the one side. On the other side, with Taylor, I didn't wear any makeup in the hospital at all. When I look at the photos that we took with Taylor in those first few days, I hate every single photo that there is of me. I love the photos of her and her dad, I love the photos of her, but anything with me in it, I hate them. I had really bad skin that entire pregnancy. Really like angry, red, blotchy skin. So this time I just want to take a little bit of makeup with me so that I can, I'm not going to do much. I just want to look presentable so that I don't hate every photo of myself that I have with him this time. So I've just bought a few makeup items so I can just quickly, you know, give myself a bit of colour or whatever. I have a dry shampoo in case I don't get into the shower as often as I would like. A toner and just a little tiny sample of a face cream in case my skin's dry, because it's been really dry this pregnancy, which I've never had dry skin before in my life. It's actually a nice change because usually I'm more oily. Toothbrush and toothpaste, straightforward. I've just put a couple squeezes of my foundation into a little travel pot. These came with the squirt bottles I got, had my cleanser and body wash in. There was like a pack with all these different things. So yeah, just a couple of my regular foundation. A face powder, which is the MAC Studio Fix in NW25. A kabuki to put that on with. I have just a brown a brown eyeliner from Lancome, which is in the colour Cafe. It's just a dark brown, you probably can't even see that. A mascara, which is the Maybelline Falsies, which is my absolute favourite. A eyeshadow duo. This is just a really cheap one by DB Savvy or something like that. I don't know, I've had it for years. The colours are really natural and they are easy to apply. And then just a blush, a blush by NYX, which is Spice. Last minute I'm going to chuck in just a couple makeup brushes, my blush brush, and just one eyeshadow brush so I can apply the makeup. So that'll go, I'll use those every day, so those will just go in last minute. And then I have just a couple miscellaneous things, a cuticle cutter because I can't stand to have cuticles, like overgrown cuticles on my fingers. It would drive me absolutely nuts if I was in hospital and couldn't get rid of them. I would just bite the hell out of my nails and my fingers. And then just a Clinique eye cream because I'm gonna have puffy eyes because I'm gonna be so tired. So that is everything for my bag. For the baby's bag, actually, this isn't even in the bag, but for the baby's bag I'm bringing with me, this is a present that I've gotten for the baby to give to Taylor, so when she comes to meet him for the first time, he can give her this to say thanks for being his big sister. Hopefully that means she will like him even a little bit more than she already does. So that's coming with us. I have to wrap it as well so that she gets to open it. Just to give her something that's a little bit more for her, so not the focus isn't all on the baby. Just to ease her into being a big sister a little more. And then this is the bag that like I said, I got as a nappy bag, which is just a regular tote bag from a local boutique. And then I bought a handbag organizer off eBay for like $5 or something, and put it in here to organize the things that are in here. So I'll show you that as well when I get into it. But just on top I have the Aiden and Anae's muslin wrap that I got for my baby shower to use as a modesty cover up if I'm nursing and I've got visitors and whatnot. I have just a swaddle blanket, a cotton swaddle blanket from EW to put him in. They do have their own linen and everything for the baby while you're in the hospital, but to take him home obviously he's going to need a blanket because we are in the middle of winter. So I brought that along. Along with that, I've brought, like I said, they do swaddle him for you when you're in the swaddle the baby when you're in the hospital. But I intend to use these. I use these for Taylor and I really, really liked them. All the midwives thought they were really cool when I whipped them out when I was swaddling up Taylor. So they're just the Ergo cocoons. They are the, what are they called? Sleep sacks. And these ones have the poppers so that you can keep their arms in there while they're really little. And then once they're a little bit older, you can open up their armholes and use it like that. And I just got 2 of those, so a white one and a blue one. It just takes the guesswork out of swaddling basically. All you have to do is put the baby in, fold its arms up and zip it up and you're done. You don't have to tuck and worry about the baby getting his arms out, and by the amount that this baby moves, I imagine he's going to be a little Houdini and he'll probably even get out of that, we'll see. But yeah, I brought those. I brought some singlets, some newborn singlets, yellow, grey and blue. In a couple different sizes because we don't know how big he's going to be. The only thing I feel like I won't use all of are the baby clothes because I've brought different sizes so that depending on how big he is what he's going to go into basically. You can't tell how big your baby's going to be, so I don't think it's a bad thing to overpack on baby clothes. I won't use all of these, but at least we have them and he won't wear these in hospital either because they will just put him in the little hospital outfits and then he'll just use these when we go home. And there's a photography service at my hospital, so if they come around and want to take photos, he'll wear one of these outfits probably for the photos just so he's in something of his own. So you've probably seen all these before. I'm pretty sure I had them in a haul. I just have this little onesie with the walruses on it, which I think is so cute. I love that colour. I have another one. This one's a little bit bigger. Hopefully he doesn't fit into this one. Hopefully he fits into the little ones. These just have little blue a forest print on them, and it's a zip up one which I really like. That's really easy to get them in and out of. And then this one is a sort of in between those 2 sizes. It's a newborn, but it's bigger than the walrus one, but smaller than the forest one. And it's a grey and white stripey again with a zip and a little monster on it. Hopefully again he's not that big. Hopefully he gets into the walrus one. Okay, so then this is what the inside of the bag looks like without all that stuff on top. So this will be basically what's in the nappy bag. I will do a separate video on this once I've used it a little bit more, and because I have 2 kids this time, if it might be a bit different from last time. But what I've got in here is a package of wipes for change time. I think they do provide you with a packet of wipes in the hospital, but they only provide you with 1 pack of nappies. So I've also brought a whole lot of the little newborn nappies. I like these ones. These are Huggies. They're what we've used with Taylor, so that's what I've got for him as well. And I've got a whole row of those in there. I'm not going to pull them all out though. I've got 2 burp cloths. The burp cloths my mum got from a market for me when Taylor was born. They're just really plain and nothing exciting, they're not pretty or anything, but they are the most absorbent burp cloths that I used with her. I think they're made out of old cloth nappies, which is why they're obviously so absorbent. So I've got 2 of those. They wash really well as well. So I'd recommend finding something along those lines rather than just going for the pretty ones, because, you know, the baby's just going to spew on them, so you don't need them to be pretty. I've just got some more breast pads in here because, like I say, I'm going to use this as my actual nappy bag, so that I'll need those once he's out and about and we're out and about. I just got some Curash powder, which is the only thing that worked on Taylor's nappy rash. I've got some other things as well for him to try if we need it. Hopefully he doesn't get bad nappy rash. But I brought that along. He won't have it in hospital, probably, I assume. But it's in there again just for nappy bag purposes. I've got some lanolin because breastfeeding doesn't hurt at all. It does. It's the most painful thing ever. I have a couple of pairs of socks. Just a little blue pair, and then the really soft fluffy white ones that I got for my baby shower. He probably won't really need these because all his clothes that I packed for him have feet on them, so, but whatever. They're in there anyway. A pair of mittens in case he's got long fingernails and wants to scratch his little face. And then just a couple of little newborn hats for the ride home, because they are so freaking adorable. They've got little ears. I love them. Then I also have brought dummies with me. Just 2 little, I think they're a Nudie brand. Just little newborn dummies. I don't plan on giving them to him unless he needs them or like really wants them. I'd prefer not to use a dummy obviously if I don't need to, especially that young, but if he does need them, then I'm going to give them to him. Just a little attachment that goes on his clothes so his dummy doesn't fall out and he loses it on the floor or anything like that. And then just a couple of nappy bags in case, like dirty nappy bags in case he poops himself on the way home and we have to stop for whatever reason. And then just a change pad, a reusable one. This one was from Etsy. I had this from when Taylor was born. If I can find the seller, I'll link it because it came in a really cute like travel wallet. It came with this and then the wallet, and then there's like another space in there for like a spare pair of clothes or something. So that's really good. So that's everything that's, you know, wait, no, it's not. And then I just have a couple extra maternity pads in the pockets there. And I just have a couple last minute things to throw in. This little notepad will stay with the bag until it's time to go. I'll show you the notepad. It's really cute actually because, you know, obsessed with foxes. My sister bought me this when, yeah, I was pregnant with Taylor again actually. So my last minute items to go in at the moment, my list consists of hairdryer and hairbrush, my phone and charger, my clinic book which has like my notes and everything from throughout the pregnancy, a jacket like I said if it is cold, I'll put that in there to wear home, my nail file and my nursing pillow, which I don't know where that is at the moment. But you've seen them before, they're just like the boppies, and mine's just got a white cover on it, nothing fancy. And it's the same one that I used for Taylor, so yeah. And then obviously I'll throw in this notepad and a pen. So I've got something to write with if I need it. I've also got a little list for Taylor because she's going to be going to stay with her grandparents when I am in labour. So I'll pack her a little overnight bag then as well. It'll just be really simple, just some nappies because she still nappies at night time. She doesn't wet them, but I'm not going to just put her in underwear at her grandparents' house so she can potentially wet the bed. I'll give them some nappies to use. Some pajamas, just her little underwear for during the day, her like daytime clothes, a hairbrush, and I'm going to find an outfit that I want her to wear when she actually comes to the hospital and meets the baby for the first time because we'll obviously want to get pictures. And it would be nice if she was wearing something a little bit fancier when she meets him for the first time in those photos. Other than that, that is pretty much it. I will have in the car just a blanket for him to have over him in the car seat when we're bringing him home. And I've also ordered a belly bandit, which I will put in my bag as well to take. I want to give that a go this time. Everything sort of went back nicely last time. I was never in the same condition as I was when I started, but I wanted the back. I think I want the back support this time that those the compression bands offer. So that's coming as well, and that will go into my bag. Anything I have forgotten, I will list it in the bottom bar below. I hope you found this informative. I love watching these videos. It really puts me in the mood to give birth. So yeah, I enjoyed making it, but I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.